Hi, okay, I thought I'd give a quick review on the Aqua Marina Fusion. This is the 2020 model. I've had it a year, almost exactly a year. I've done 250 miles on it, pretty much exclusively on canals through the winter. Back into last year through the winter, so I guess probably out of that 250, I would think 220 of those have probably been on canals. So it's all sort of straight line stuff, an awful lot of it's straight line stuff really. But okay, so let's have a look. What do I do to keep it nice? I clean it after every time I use it. Not necessarily on the day though. Sometimes you sort of wrap it up, give it a bit of a dry off, come home, sponge it off. What I'll clean it with, I clean it with ordinary washing up liquid in a bucket with a sponge. If you've got muddy feet getting off the bank, that kind of thing, that gets a little bit of extra, but really not very much at all. How do I check it? I make sure all the D-rings are in good condition. They all are. I'm still using the leash that came with it, which is just a straight leash, it's not a curly one or anything like that. What do I do with that? I do take a nail brush occasionally to the Velcro just to get any bits of weed and just stuff off of it really, so that I know it connects up well. I probably spent, up until about 3 or 4 months ago, this was on my ankle. I've started using a quick release waist belt now, so it's on my waist all of the time. I quite like that because it means it doesn't get wet, because they don't fall in anymore, but I find that it doesn't get wet, which means, because that is the bit of the board that takes the longest to dry when I'm packing it away, so because it doesn't get wet, that's just excellent. I paddle mostly on the left, almost all of the time I'm paddling on the left, so I would have expected this side to get more wear, because if my paddle's going to hit anything on the board, it's going to hit this. But actually, there's no wear on it at all. There's no extra marks on it at all. Looking underneath it, it's in really good condition. It is. I've got the odd tiny little scratch, just putting it down on the side of the bank. Getting up from canals, sometimes you're pulling it over almost a wall really, sometimes you're getting down quite a long way to get on. So you would expect it to get knocked about a little bit, but actually it's not knocked about at all. All the labels are still on nice, the skeg box is still in really good condition. I do make sure that that's cleaned nicely. So that's all good. All of the tapes and everything are good, and I have to say I'm really pleased with it. The valve, it comes with, as a lot of boards do, comes with various new washers for the foam washer for the valve. I've never needed to do anything with that. So yeah, it's never been a problem. I do always make sure, if I'm using it somewhere sandy or dirty, I do make sure it's really clean before I pump any air in. I make sure, yeah, when I'm letting air out, I'm just always a little bit conscious about the valve, but it's good. The only thing I have changed is the bungee at the front. I found the bungee that came with it just didn't seem long enough really. I like it to go right round square and diagonal, so anything you're putting under it is really held tight. And the bungee that came with it was a little bit short. All I could do really was just put a cross in the middle and a couple of lines down the side, which I didn't really want. I wanted it a little bit more stable than that, a little bit better. But no, it's a great board. Yeah, I can't really say anything at all about it that isn't great. Speaking to other people with Aqua Marinas, they all seem to think they're a really good board. Great for the money. This was the first board we bought, and we sort of did it on a chance really. Didn't do an awful lot of research, never took any lessons, didn't really ask anybody anything, and it's excellent. Like I say, 250 miles later, exactly a year later, and it's really just as good as it was when we bought it. So there you go. I can only say what I think. I'm certainly not sponsored by Aqua Marina to say it, although that would be nice, wouldn't it? But no, you know, they're just, it's a really good board. I'm really pleased with it. Anyway, have fun. Thanks a lot.